That's the way it all.
Oh, you'll like it. It's nice.
I've heard.
I used to ride Amtrak in the 90s from Sacramento this way.
Yeah,
Was he?
that's like
You missed the train? Did he miss the train? No, bummer. See, look, stand up. Come here. Stand up. See the train?
Yeah, it's a red light.
Well, once he goes past it, it turns red. It was probably yellow when he came out.
Do you remember the lights are Steven?
Yeah, it means
Top red, low red.
yeah, you have to stop.
Okay.
Well, sort of.
More to it than that, but yeah, you got the right idea.
Only certain signals are red.
Oh.
Remember what they're doing when they're out there pushing the drag?
Yeah. Let's make it lean. It's like our bikes. Just have cycling.
Yeah, it rocks a lot. Yes, you will.
Oh, what happened there?
Homeless guy lives there.
Oh, good. I got it. I got that good picture because you can get it. Yeah, how fast do you think you're going? It's hard to say.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
On the yellow.
My name is Rich Gent, and nobody rides for free. You got to hear me talk about my well, that Vanna White up here.
Safety spiel.
Safety spiel. Because that's why you're on this train, is to make sure you are safe around railroads so that we don't have an incident on the train tracks. My name is Rich Gent, and I'm with Nevada Operation Lifesaver. It's the public safety awareness campaign to keep people safe out there. And this is Vanna White, my poster child, and he will be up there. So, all right, next slide, Ray. All right, in preparing for this presentation, I thought about how can I talk to you guys about being a train crew, operating your locomotive, your train, going down the train tracks, and all of a sudden somebody's out there. If you could imagine going down the freeway, you're going down there, you're on the road where you're supposed to be at, and you look up ahead, and here's this kid up in front with earphones on, just walking down the middle of the freeway. So you're going down there, you're going, what's he doing on there? You slam on your brakes, you're honking your horn, you're doing everything to try to get that kid off the highway, and he's still walking down there. That's much like being a train crew and somebody's on the train tracks up here. And that's what we're doing here today. It's very, very dangerous and also illegal. It is trespassing to go on the railroad property. So, one of the things we need to aware everybody about is the stopping distance of a train. So if you look at this graph up ahead here, you'll see that a car takes about 200 feet to stop, school bus about 230 feet to stop. That little thing down there, it says 600 feet, that's light rail, that's a people mover. So if you're in your train, you're going down the train tracks at 55 miles an hour, and you slam on your brakes in that train, it's going to take you on average, and you're not a heavy coal train or a heavy grain train, about 5,280 feet to stop. 1 mile, that's 18 football fields before you come to a stop. So that's another reason why we don't want you on train tracks. It takes a train a long, long time to stop. And this is the reason why it takes trains a long time to stop. It's a weight ratio. The average freight train, again, not a heavy coal train or heavy grain train, weighs about 12 million pounds. That's about 6,000 tons. And that's just a regular old, normal everyday freight train. Now, if I take a 3,000 pound car and I put that 12-ounce soda can under your front tire and you drive forward, what happens? You crush that can, right? All right. So the ratio of my 12 million pound freight train to your 3,000 pound car is about the same ratio as your car has that Coke can. So there will be nothing left. So if you see the crossing arms down, the red flashing lights, or you see a train approaching a crossing, stop and wait. The average freight train traveling at 55 miles an hour will only take 1 minute to clear that crossing, and 1 minute's worth your life. And this is pretty blatantly obvious, right? You don't want to be in a tunnel when a train comes.
Is that Hunter?
All right, well, yeah. Or you don't want to be caught in a bridge when a train comes.
Yeah.
Don't do
like
that.
that,
Again, it's trespassing, very dangerous, and you don't have a whole heck of a lot of options if the train comes down. So what happens if you're at a crossing and you see the crossing device is working, and all of a sudden there's no train coming. This is where we can use your help. If you look at that crossing, there will be a silver bungalow next to that crossing, and on that crossing will be either a milepole number or a DOT number.
I can't see it.
There's a bunch of hopper cars. What do you see in a second?
I got 19.
See how we have a green light on the left up there?
Yeah. That means I know.
Let's go.
Yeah, why is going so slow?
Are we going so? We're going fast.
No, it looks like we're going fast, but we're not.
We're really fast. This is cute.
Here, you want to get out here?
Feels like we're going really fast. That's not true.
Now it feels like riding a motorcycle with the trains going.
That's an empty grain train. They haul corn in those. Oh, okay. California.
Keep those Foster Farm chickens happy.
No, it's not all chickens. A lot of cattle feed.
Really?
Okay, now.
Must be what, Harris Ranch maybe?
It goes down. There's
Go
several
to
places.
Traver, Livingston. Where's the other
Foster Farms.
major one? Goshen.
Those trains, when they're loaded, they're about 15,000 tons.
Yeah, hence the FRC.
Huh?
Hence going down the FRC.
Saves fuel going that way.
Yeah, we miss them on Donner. They used to run them like 4x4x2.
Too much work to cut them all in here.
Yeah.
Plus, it saves fuel and motors going that way.
Feels like we're speeding from here.
Yeah, should be going 40 is where you're supposed to be going.
Where's the train?
What's that?
In-
Should be an engine on the back of this one too. Most of the
DPU
time.
back there.
There's one.
Whoa.
That saves fuel too, putting locomotives on the rear. Less drag.
God, we're going really slow.
I don't know. Maybe just wants it to drag it out a little bit. I don't know. Oh, you know why? Probably because they're probably still fixing that rail up there, probably.
Oh, yeah.
They have slow order on it. Not usually.
When the rail broke, they were making good time up here yesterday.
We were down there a couple of years ago just walking. Because you can't go down there, camp like we used to. And because it was really weird where we parked. It was right on the curve, and about middle of the night, this train came around. All
Yep.
you could see was
West Reno.
Oh, it's not
you wake up and you're disorientated.
You probably don't make it over here very often.
No.
No.
There's a place further down. Let's go by. They had one.
Oh, really?
The name of the place, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Other customers do it like the lock. Yes. A friend of mine had one made for himself in 5.7. So that's who I call it. Oh, there you go. Okay. So my brother's here. I'm just a civilian volunteer, but still, I still feed them breakfast on their shifts. Yeah, that's tough here. One substation is solid.
That's first street.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Kmart. Walmart is not all No, maybe those are houses.
And waited them out.
These must be houses.
Where the governor's
That's where we have to start blowing gas lines.
restructuring their plans.
Start blowing them more.
So we're series out too, they have radio.
Just wait this hand to get out.
Can we imagine?
Last whistle is supposed to go all the way across the country. They have the search and rescue because
So the cars we saw last night, and the young lady.
yeah, the restaurant. Walk up to
Oh my gosh, it's tractors on
And just stay away from
Oh, no. My battery's still 100%.
For you. Okay, lots of pictures. Lots of pictures. I remember my first graduate, I got ISU comes to mind.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The other night we got out.
75 of them ago. Just after a while, you're just growing up to it. So whatever, we can move you, we can do this. We can... No, I'm standing where I'm at. No one's winning.
Well, I got there early enough to get a great spot.
You guys have a lot of work. We're on the number 2 track. That's the number 1.
You guys are welcome to get up and move around.
Good.
Just be careful.
Thank you.
Be safe.
I got the service.
I heard this recently that somebody took a trip to Sacramento or something on the train many hours late.
Running ahead of Amtrak, had an issue, and the crew ran out of time, so we had to call another crew out to take that train, and got stuck behind it, and stuff like that. That's the problem.
Have you ridden many excursion trains? Ridden quite a few. Did you see the big one up on the pole that was over the train? No. I couldn't quite tell. It was one big, I think it was a hawk. I thought it was an owl at first, but...
The other day, we went for a hike on the old bridge in the bird reserve, my friend and I. What's wrong with it? It's they had a fish in its tail, and I was coming up to the top of the bridge there, so I could have dinner.
Get off a little more than you can chew there. Yeah, we've got a hawk that lives up in the tree behind us. That thing's noisy. He is just about 5:30 in the morning is when he decides to go hunting.
Oh, yeah?
And you know he's out. Somewhere between 5 and 5:30 he's usually out. And I mean, you cannot miss his distinct howl. Couldn't keep it, probably.
I went the other way or something.
Yeah.
It didn't take much.
Well, originally, probably when the passengers came through, they probably stopped right here.
That was a lot newer construction. Go camping at.
Yeah. Get over there as a resort.
Nest on the pole there.
Yeah.
That looks like an osprey nest. Well, maybe not.
The coolest things I've seen. We had birds. We were in
It was worth driving down.
downtown Sacramento. Sheraton, they were on the 20-something floor. I looked out the window this evening. A little bit cloudy. There were 2 or 3 red-tailed hawks just soaring around, just having right past the window. I mean, I'm not quite that high.
They are just gorgeous in flight. Yeah, every so often I'll catch a glimpse of the guy in our, kicking around, because for a couple of years ago, I used to see him just beyond our backyard. He'd be sitting up there hunting in the field behind us, but he's way up in the pine tree now. So I don't know if he's got a nest up there. Sure.
Girls can go swimming. Go rafting. Turkeys come back, go back.
amazing what people will complain about. My husband's been on the city council for 14 years. Since one day, a person came in and was complaining and wanted the city to do something about the train buses. They were here first, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
People who live next to the airport, they complain about the noise.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we laugh about that too, because it's like, you know, like the train tracks behind our house is the original transcontinental. We happen to live on that particular side. And, you know, you get people that move in and it's like, you know, oh wow. You know, so you move in and they complain that the trains are noisy. Duh. You didn't see, I mean, the tracks are,
You had to cross the tracks to get to your house.
they're about from here to where those houses are from, if they're even that far.
Yeah.
You know, because you go up the top. You know, but
The trains are so much quieter now. I mean, the rails, I mean, when they used to back in the 80s, they brought the coal trains through, you know, and then they had the old EMDs. The house vibrated. We were like from here, almost to where that house is.
yeah.
On the tracks, and the tracks are higher than us, and the sound carry down. Now they go through.
Unless you've got the door open, we're fortunate. We're far enough from both grade crossings that unless the wind's blowing right,
Getting my searchlight photos.
Yeah, I figured.
Or there's somebody on the track.
Yeah.
So when we stopped, did you just have a partial warning?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were getting the warrant and stuff, the signal bridge, yeah.
Because actually, we can hear
Well, they were working there at the crossing too, so they were getting
about
the
a mile from us.
red zone clear.
Right. But as a rule, unless in the summertime we have the door open, but unless they're going uphill, which are fortunately again downhill tracks that are coasting, but if they reverse the pattern, you know they're coming because the whole house.
Oh yeah.
Because my mom lived on the uphill track.
You squeeze in there, Brad?
No, my problem was I have one camera with the body finally died on it, the lens had already gone on it, and I grabbed that bag because I'm moving, so it's like a box from out of the house. But I grabbed my bigger bag.
Wait a minute. No, it's coming through.
Oh, Goodtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we normally are, taking pictures.
Yeah.
So that's the best I can do is my
Yeah,
bag.
it's just twisted.
It's okay.
That's what you pack in your sock when everything else fails, right?
It's my backup. It's my backup and my backup.
Just in case.
Should I open the window?
Like an RV park or something. Oh, that's probably Boomtown's RV park.
See how that goes over.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've never been to this section. I've never been over this years even.
What?
No.
Really?
No.
I haven't either.
I like this side of the mountain. There's many trees blocking the view.
Yeah.
Well, that's what.
I was really like Glenshire.
You were saying like Roger
Yeah.
never.
There's so many opportunities around that curve, you know, regardless of the light.
Well, Roger was saying, or Al was saying, like Roger never rail fans this side of the mountains. He always goes up towards Oregon that side. He says. So we're taking him out today.
Oh, okay.
Rail fan this side.
Oh, no, they're fine.
Yeah, I can shoot almost as fast as you guys. Those squirrels will keep up. Oh, eastbound manifest to Truckee.
Yeah, we did when our son was little.
Train DPU.
We decided,
Skinner,
we'll take it
Skinner
down.
must be down at the station.
Catch a train.
Okay. He was talking
In
about
Sacramento, come over the hill in the snow,
make it.
Well, we
and stay
spent the night
overnight
at
and
his
go
place.
back.
Okay.
So, you
It
know,
had
Lori
snow,
didn't get
snow,
up too
snow,
early.
about
So,
like 2 weeks
limited
before we were due to go up.
Yeah.
Stopped
There's
raining,
Al and I,
stopped
you know,
snowing.
Free.
Sun came out, we rode the train, nothing. That next weekend, snowed. But it was one of those deals where everybody had the day off, you know, the whole bit. So we didn't get to come over in the snow.
Searchlight signals still
Yeah.
left.
With no tri-lights in yet. So yeah, that's why we've been hammering this side of the mountain quite a bit.
Yeah.
back all the way up to Polaris before you, and they're just laying on the ground. They're not even up yet. But yeah, pretty much.
So the signal's still there at Glen Shot?
Yeah.
I'm
There's
assuming
another
that
signal
way.
bridge up here.
I say I'm
after we
twisted,
hit the high Y detector.
South Verde. So it must be Verde. Oh, there's plenty of them. Yeah. Oh, somebody's on this side.
Yeah, when they bring the steam transfer in, so when I hop all over in your
There's my milepost 230 picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Knock out a few of those today too.
Your signal bridge.
Okay, there's the out-ramp, yeah. Must be Verde out-ramp. Okay, there's an on-ramp right there.
Anymore.
Is there enough room for us to come?
No, we'll have to turn around. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Now we can walk.
Oh, wait, I want to see Was it cool up there? Yes.
One could be next to 11 out of one can. Cars, you ever look, imagine in the rear, you have to have somebody who weighs so much you don't push it.
You can see the train.
Every year, this place just fills up with pelicans out in the Truckee River. When I
Wonder if they're migrating.
friend. They come up here and have their babies and stuff, I guess, and then go back.
I wonder if they're migrating from the Bay Area.
I don't know. There's a lot of them.
No, it's
There's a lot of pelicans out at Pyramid Lake.
Everywhere.
Truckee River, all up and down the river. They're everywhere. First time I rode the train up in Anchorage, buddy wanted to go fishing. He carries a Mossberg 500 shot barrel.
Probably have
He goes, here, carry this. So I just put it on his shoulders. So like, at the train station with the shotgun on his shoulder, which is really weird for me. So that's when we board the train.
Oh, they've been this way here.
It's a different world. Wow. Because then he goes, lets the conductor know, and they stop the train. We get off at his favorite fishing spot. The conductor says, we'll be back by tomorrow at this time. Today at this time. Tomorrow at this time. You just wave, and we'll give you a horn. That was weird having a train stop for us. And you can tell the tourists because they like the shotgun on my shoulder. Here's your bridge, Stephen, right around this curve. Signals?
Where's train rails?
Yep. There's your bridge right there.
Yeah.
Shuttles they left behind when they built Lake Shasta. 77. The water was low enough where we drove the boat through one. Oh, really? Yeah. Nice. Cool. 1901 was the date on a lot of that. Oh, yeah. A lot of these are dated up.
It's so hard.
So this maximum speed for
40 through here. I don't know why he's going so slow. Unless he's just giving you guys a good view.
extending the trip.
Yeah, he wasn't going slow yesterday.
He's back till 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely at track speed on the way up from Roseville yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure they were. Nobody was on it.
Yeah.
All they want to do is get here and start their layover.
Exactly.
Hey, Dad, I got the bridge from you. You can see it. It's like a stranger.
Bringing a crowd up here, sorry.
He's probably just dragging it out so you guys, so he gets back at 12:30.
You want to come kneel right here?
There's like a chance to see things.
Yeah.
Come on over the tree.
Remember the M-Track? I was at the door coming out, had to have the fresh air in my face, getting there, it was fun.
Whoa!
So we're coming up on the state line marker. There's a Granite, yeah, monument right down here.
Actually, there used to be two. There used to be an old one and a new one.
Yeah.
It used to be, I don't know if it's still. Give me a picture there, Stevie. Right? Gotta have one for your girlfriend. Just want to make sure I got one.
There we go.
Thank you.
Where's one of
I'll get a couple more today.
Yeah, it's right here, Brad, right there.
Oh.
You know, I don't know if they're going to stop and let people off the train while you're with them.
James and I came out here a couple of years ago exploring, so that's what we came.
They don't know what's going on. So Dr. Man's like, I don't know.
Well, at least you got a road.
They didn't think anybody was getting on a spark.
You can park up in there and just
Yeah.
walk a few feet down.
They're actually building a trail along here, Pyramid Lake to Truckee Trail. And they just paved a new section there of Glenshire. And I think it's going to time it. As we get a little closer, you'll see the bench where they're cutting it in.
You work on the trail crew for that?
I haven't, no.
And then today they said they're going to go up all the way to Shed 47.
Came across it first this winter. I was out here out of Mystic. See this bench, you know.
Nice view of Donner.
Oh, it's your Downeyville.
Water flows through
2 weekends ago.
Yeah,
The big
you
race,
had a good time.
Yeah, I couldn't make the Troy meet because of it.
So the power
But yeah.
company goes up there.
So Eugene next year scheduled a different weekend.
Falls down this
Exactly. Well, it's nice to visit. That's another one of your passions. In fact, I was gonna, if or when I can afford a mountain bike, I'll give you a call so I can get some advice.
Yeah.
Well, they all provide the right batteries for it. You buy the cheap ones.
Yeah, I was telling Mom, she says, well, I get really anxious. I go, it's kind of like riding on a bus. Can you ride on a bus? She goes, I don't know.
Believe it or not, she'd have a problem with this.
Would she?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Gotta have fresh air or something.
Tried that.
Ready to roll the windows down so
Roll windows down. You try.
Really?
You know, yeah, it is. She still has some problems. Something with the ice mirrors.
Yeah, that's kind of what we have. We go over with my dog and the water comes into so we got a little one there. Wind you up to the drops there.
Oh my gosh, it looks like you're sliding here. Is there another cart like this there? Right there?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I think there's seats there.
I thought there's going to be less hot.
There's all sorts of places.
All the road cars.
Mm-hmm. All the various pullouts on 80, you can, yeah,
Flip it back down the road.
work your way down, yeah.
Right away.
No, it's not.
I'm taking my girlfriend and her parents tomorrow. So her parents like 80 years old. And they've never been on a train.
Really? That is? No. Wow.
So what are they expecting? 500 down there?
All 3 or 4 trains are sold out, or tickets are handed out.
12 hours.
Wow.
What's that antenna on top of the next car?
I don't know. The business trains, like one of the longer passenger trains that we have, the fancier cars, man, they've got cameras on them that show them what's going on the locomotive.
They got the wireless link that I
Free
see.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, everything. I went through one of those trains. They got a whole car that's just got nothing but workout equipment. They got another car with nothing but video games and stuff like that. Oh, they got everything on those things. We stopped at Wendover one time, and all the big shots went to go gamble. And the steward's like, "Come on, you want to check out the train?" Yeah, so we walked through there. That thing's fancy. Those coaches are, like I said, wood, etched glass, fancy.
Where would we get that?
They had one at Roseville when they did the unveiling in 1996.
Oh.
And they had it open. They were able to go through and got photos in there of it. And they have the observation car in the back.
I think they got one of those observation cars. Don't they have one of those platform cars right behind the locomotive there?
Yeah. That one they had like 6 flat screen TVs with like all those video screens on it for the cameras in the cab and stuff. And it was.
You want to go walk through the train? You want to walk through the train?
Come back. Show to OIG.
We're going to go walk up the
Out to that square out by 7th Street there so they can all get a view of the San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to walk up there and come back. I can beat them, right, if they get out of hand?
That's right.
All right, thanks.
Starting out, said it was solar panels.
I guess it's going away. Up here.
Exhibition, probably no,
For the
probably for
big
the
wigs.
higher ups and
All the big wigs. The people that
Big
the
wigs,
shipping companies that use
entertain
them,
your-
they take them on trips on those, and then they do track inspections,
clients and
clients and stuff like that.
prospective
Yeah.
clients and that. But you can't go wrong. It has to be entertainment there. You know, this fancy car like that,
Oh,
plus
yeah.
this.
Yeah, no problem. I wish we could.
I'm trying
A
to.
lot of fly fishermen park along the freeway too.
Well,
So that's why it's no issue with CHP to
Really?
use the various turnouts.
That's nice of them. So
And even driving the access roads over here like Hirsdale, no problem with
Like if
the
I did this city
locals.
this year,
well,
I'd
with the
hold off
railroad,
until the
parking
following
your
year
car
to come down.
trackside.
It's
like I said, Al wants to
process.
come down and rail fan this section.
Yeah.
No, I'm at
Which is
Roseville,
great for me because
Yeah.
I've never been here
Yeah.
So I
except for
have
via the freeway.
territories of Roseville, California, and Portland, and Pocatello, Idaho. Yeah, so I'm on the road often. On the road or on the road?
That's where
You rode the
Tunnel
Weather
14
River?
used to be.
Yes,
That cut.
I've rode the
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Back in the single track days.
We may.
I hiked out here
That's
from
been a
Floreston about 3 years ago.
conversation.
Actually, wait a minute.
3
Correction.
miles.
This is the cut. We're going through it right
3
now.
miles
Yeah, this is where Tunnel 14 used to be.
Beautiful road.
This curve.
before they daylighted it.
Yeah. I took a nap on that hill there waiting and had a westbound Z.
How convenient.
Stand
Showing me a
train
hill
coming
up here you haven't napped on.
Yeah.
through. Not too many. I haven't really been up anything up there except for on Highway Old 40, the old 40 roadbed. But yeah, most of it's been over on this side.
Powerhouse there.
Yeah.
How much water's going into that slough?
Well, that flume's been dry for years, although you'll get runoff from when it's on the other side of the river. You come out here in the wintertime, it's just all iced up, icicles and everything. It's pretty cool.
Flume's been dry since probably 86.
Yeah,
Big
something
flood
like that,
when the
yeah.
road gave out. Yeah.
At the
I
water.
came through 30 minutes. before
Oh, there it
the
is.
mountain came down
Yeah.
to 86.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was driving commercials.
Okay.
I was
I've
a youngster
actually,
then.
Yeah.
personally taken a
Wow, that's.
Yeah, modern day slide detector fans. Oh,
Yeah, I was talking to Al about that. Like, oh, look, the old ones are bored into the rock.
you got another detector coming up and more searchlights. Yep, right here at 221. There he goes.
What are what's this fence here?
It's a slide fence.
So yeah, to protect rock slides. So if there's well, these ones don't have it. There's usually, they have like a new version of them. I don't know if you guys seen them, but
Not up
they
here.
it has like a little wood plank at the bottom.
Oh.
So if a rock slides and hits that wire, and then right below the wire, probably about 3 to 4 feet up, there's a little wood plank that pushes back towards it. So the rock hits the wire, and it pushes back on the rock, so it doesn't come close to the rail.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
Protection
pretty
too.
cool. It's
Yeah.
all electrical.
Until you get the 3-foot boulder
Right.
rolling down.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Right, exactly.
That's going where it wants to go. But at least they got a heads up on it.
So those wires communicate the fact that there's a rock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just like a loop circuit. So it'll break the loop circuit and then they'll
Throws a red,
yeah.
red signal.
So
Nice to meet you, John.
pretty common. Just say you got a nice tour of the valleys going back and forth to Marysville. You've been all over the place
Yeah.
in Northern
I've
California.
been,
Just city council.
Now,
Just
where are you
about
at?
6
I'm in
minutes.
Roseville.
Oh, Roseville.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
headquarters
you're
out of
local.
Roseville. Yeah.
You're local, yo.
Oh,
It's just
got a signal crew, maintainer crew.
I just wanted to welcome you folks aboard.
Now, are you engineer qualified or just conductor?
no, I just
PR qualified.
Just PR guy.
just yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming down.
It's fun out there. There's a window that's open.
They got the, look out the door, they got the doors open. So
Oh,
they got the-
okay. You guys get to get fresh air.
No, I was standing there. He took my spot. Both these guys took our spots.
Yeah, see, leave and then bam, they're on it.
Oh, there it is. They're just getting ready to swap it out, looks like.
I remember the water was flying over that dam. That used to be right there. Coming down 80 in the morning. And flooded that big flood. Back in 86. The dam broke.
Oh, there's my camera.
They got on the news. They're going to be on Channel 8.
Are they?
I got a customer that lives right up here.
Oh, yeah?
His backyard is his cut.
He turned around with waving at the camera.
Was up there doing a building there at this garage. He says, yeah, anytime you want, come on and take pictures from up there wherever you want. I was up there doing a leak test.
I gotta cut
Z
my
train came by at the time. A big snowstorm was rolling in too, so I wanted to get back over the hill before I got stranded in all the traffic.
Oh, you had the tanker with it?
Boom truck. So I do a leak test. And James and I were just up there a couple weeks ago. It's his Vista spot there, getting them to come through.
Yeah, that's perfect.
A little tricky to get to because it's all deer trail. It's kind of brushy, but
That's why you bushwhack.
yeah, we went all the way down over to here. Actually went down. I jumped in the river there, and there by that big rock. We were waiting for something, but nothing was coming at the time. Head down for
Well, like I said, Roger
Tracks
texted.
you're on, right?
We got an eastbound coming this way too.
Oh, did he? Yeah, okay, cool.
Truckee, this is probably Truckee about 20-30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. You should be getting close. These are crossovers.
You want to stand here? I can move for you, buddy. Sure. Let me know. Good for him. I've got my last one going to college, so I'm past that. My last one's going to college this fall. So then I'll be empty nester.
So you can go wherever you want.
So I can go out and phone more. I don't have to be home at a certain time to cook dinner. Oh, Mom, you can make your own dinner. I'm stuck out
Come on
here.
these things. He's like, no, I'm not going to. He's 16. And he's like, I used to change his diapers on the Reno local. I'd be up there with my ex-wife and bring him up there, and I'd be switching. And I was like, oh, I just tell the guys, hold on, I'll be with you in a minute. Stop, change the diaper, and then I'm out there and he's driving. And up there by the jail, he'd blow the whistle and wake up like, Ron, you're gonna wake up all the prisoners. He's like, woo!
So how long have you been out? 3 months on this?
Roughly 2.
And then what do you do when you don't get up?
I basically just travel for a living. That's pretty much it.
That's PR, yeah.
Yeah, I travel a whole lot.
So do you have to develop some of your own presentations? Do you develop your own presentations? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
I develop my own. And also I partner with
You can only go a couple cars. We only got 2 cars open, so.
Go, Steven.
It's fun. It's a fun job. If you don't have family, you want to get out and see the railroad, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, so many.
You go across this bridge going the other way. That's a pretty big drop off.
Let me know if I'm bumping up too close to you.
That's all right. I'll just put my arm around you.
But can you whisper some things in my ear?
I might be able to try to do that.
All right.
So when you're not riding the trains, you go where?
Pocatello, Portland.
And what do you do there?
I basically just kind of manage the crossing. I don't know if you guys know the crossing on it. That's a big deal on the western. So I got Shane Keller and Chad Wilbur on my team. Yeah, and it's kind of a pain. You know, we got to get it done.
Right.
Actually, in 2 weeks I have this big deal at the region. There's a bunch of guys from Oklahoma down.
There's our eastbounder.
Okay, I'm going.
Is it? Probably North Platte. By the time they come through.
Thanks.
The Roper?
I'll tell you in a minute.
See if he's got any reefer cars on him.
It's got center beam.
If they got a few reefer cars on it, that's usually. Well, we can trace it too.
Look on my phone. What's it called? Sparks.
Last weekend.
It looks like a. That might be a Roper. It looks like a lot of junk.
Oh, it seems like that because the train's going the opposite way on the other side of us.
That train's going slow.
There's a rope.
There's something in it right there.
See, there's engines in the middle on that one, see?
Yeah.
What's that?
Where?
A couple of tips.
Metal or scrap or
Sometimes
something.
you're down here. It's crazy.
Wood chips sometimes. Cotton, they carry cotton seed in those
fish out
too.
here. See a lot of them.
So you just go down there and then just float in the river and cool off and then come back up.
Yeah.
Or weight in it. It's still cooling no matter what.
Whee!
Fred.
Once and not again. Ran over a 3-mile train in Dallas.
All right, Roger, what else is coming? Let me see if it's got something else in it. That's not a bad interface, but it's still not working. So that's close enough.
Works for me, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to work.
Nothing else from him.
So, because it worked Windows yesterday, so it was dead for a while.
Yeah.
It started picking up late afternoon. By
That's the-
nighttime, they
that's
were
the-
fleeting everybody through.
That's the rope where it's not even called out yet because they got to switch it out.
Have you been to the ocean?
Next one will be the ZOA G2.
G2,
This starts at 12.
Have you been in the ocean before?
Have I been in the ocean?
No, have you been to the ocean?
To the ocean?
Yeah, I've been to the ocean.
Really?
My son does. My son drives those great big container ships. His ship is 1,000 feet long.
My ex-wife son works on those container ships back and forth to Hawaii.
How many miles does it take to stop a container ship?
Don't want to find out.
Yeah, well, they actually had to avoid a hurricane last time.
San Diego. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's in the Mediterranean right now. He's ready to go through the Straits of Gibraltar. Yeah, he works between East Coast and India.
You know, shit.
Yeah. So they go by, you know, all the Arab countries.
Yeah.
Anything in the Mediterranean, anything. So he's on duty for 3 months. So they can do 3 trips in that time. So he's got 2 more weeks when he gets back over the East Coast. I'll fly him home.
Yeah, you guys search. I get back there.
Hello, Mr. Ray Breedlove. I'm having a great time. I'm riding past the train to Truckee. There's like this little kid that's a bit weird. This is just going for
Let's get the other side of the canyon here. Since we've changed sides.
Well, I won't be there at 11:30 because I'm riding the train, so I'll be back there when he gets back. Okay. Well, like I said, are you in Sparks today?
Yeah, I was actually just down
Well,
here,
on the train, it's supposed to get back at 12:30, so I'll be
never. Never got pictures of milepost 215 over here, so there's not too much really to shoot here.
How can I get there? How can I get there earlier if I'm on the passenger train right now? I'm going to be back.
What about the overpass on the other side for maybe something?
I brought this kid that was a rail buff. Ben said I could take him, and I didn't want to dump him on. Yeah.
Both is just around the corner here.
No, I'll be there. Just tell me to gather up the stuff, and I'll get it real quick. All right, man. Got it. Thank you. Bye.
So is this one of the rare times where you can answer your phone on duty?
Yeah. I'm not on duty until 11:30. So.
But you're not on the lead engine. They can't.
I'm not on duty until 11:30.
Right. So you're working for free?
Not even working. I'm just riding thing in.
Oh, okay.
How many trains pass by here?
It varies. We've got lots.
10 to 15 maybe in a 24-hour period? Yeah.
Sometimes 20 if it's really busy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
We
not.
got a lot of them that go down to Feather River Canyon too. They go that way too.
Yeah, we usually camp up at
Usually our heavier trains go that way. Saves fuel, climbing, less locomotive.
yeah, we usually camp out of Virgilia there.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I got this lot of.
This is Boca.
Oh my god. So did
Oh, we're already there.
Boca.
Wow. Good time. By 3?
Go look out the window.
Quite a pile of tie plates there. I see they're recycling a little more of the leftovers these days, more than they used to.
A lot of carloads of them.
That was funny.
Really?
See, remember I told you from here, the dam is to behind you, see it?
Yeah, when the train came, you remember the train steamboat? It came. I was taking pictures out the window. It came.
Did you chase the steam engine 2 years ago when it came over? No.
It was unexpected.
I was
Yeah,
expecting
no, I
that
was the one
one
sitting on the
coming. I was
back
standing
end
there by the
between
door inside a little bit.
Twitter.
The lady next to me.
Oh,
goes,
you're relaying data as far as
Don't
where
lean
it
out
was
too
at.
far.
You know what?
Well, no, I was keeping my desk chair from rolling away anywhere, so I was holding it in place. Surfing. It's like, what? Oh, you need help with your thing? Oh, sorry.
Yes,
I'll
you're on that
surf
right.
right.
Look at the water.
With another client right now.
Oh, you know, we're gonna have to rebuild this unit. It takes every 4 hours, so
Hang in there. Bear with me.
I had like a great big 26-inch motor.
Yeah.
The whole tour of the 2 cars.
Yeah.
That guy right up there in the blue shirt, he's a vice president. That first car is for him.
Is he the VP of UP?
He's one of them.
Oh, really? How many VPs are there? Oh, yeah, there. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not just
Like
one
any
guy.
organization.
Someday it's going to be a long time. Vice presidents of different departments.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Big title guy. Probably big money too.
Those shoes are cheap.
We got another signal bridge right around the corner here. And then the mountain up above is where I was first at when the 844 came through there. I got a nice shot of it.
I think you have me enough batteries.
Around this corner up here.
So that was a
Pile of traffic on 80.
You got a document that's good, so you can show her when you get back.
And anybody where I was at, I was the only one there. I got the key shot. But the cars were 4 abreast on 80. I got to deal with these guys.
CHP was doing that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Don't stick your all the way out.
There won't be any more trains for a couple hours.
Yeah.
SP signal bridge.
I like seeing that. It made me jump.
Taking all those
Fortunately, I
out.
got those ones in,
Oh, yeah.
Bobby.
Been getting all those in the searchlights.
Dan, the manager of Sparks, you know him, he's got a semi-4 thing he just brought from, got it from that museum that closed in Fernley.
Oh, really?
He brought it, he's going to put it in front of the art office. He's trying to get it to work.
Look.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk to some of the signal guys and get one of those searchlight heads. They know it should be no problem.
He's got the semi-4 arms, the one
Yeah.
he wants to make it work. He's got to find parts for it.
Yeah.
You should go out onto. I mean, there's a couple of Yahoo groups that's all they do is signals, so they
Yahoo?
get parts in there and they'll tell you where to find them.
This is awesome, man.
PDFs of the owner's manuals, schematics.
We're right by Lake Tahoe.
Well, he's a big rail buff too, so he wants to make it work.
Yeah.
Let's go to that end.
His whole office is His whole office is nothing but trains.
Where's Al? So, Brad, right up there is the Vista point with this horseshoe curve, right up there.
Oh, okay.
So that's where you'll be. Real easy to get to.
God, that's a commanding view.
In fact, I'm hoping maybe somebody's up there right now to get us going by because the sun's pretty good right now on this curve.
Morning lights probably morning lights can be the best.
That view. I was just up there.
You're going, huh?
Nice shot of you.
I'll go.
Yeah, I hit the.
I want to go back too.
All right.
Hey, at least you got a camera that's working.
Don't jump out. There's a private
I grabbed my dead body and my dead lens.
I just up there about
Idolatry.
Out of my price range. But still, nice.
A certain stretch of the river right here, it says no trespass.
There, so.
Yeah.
Good fish for this one, too.
They still got 3 hours. They can take the time to run up the hill if they want.
Well, yeah, we were tunnel, or is it Shed 47, or they were in gun. Sweet.
Salad shooter.
Dispatcher's not too happy.
Way in the bunker. PR, yeah, I mean, it's a drag because unfortunately, traffic's not real busy today. So far. Friday. Yeah, it should be the business.
Later on.
Yeah, today's usually a pretty good day for traffic.
That's what they're doing.
Thursday through
Thursday through
Saturday.
Window shut down, so they're fleeting everybody through.
Yeah, I'd say I was looking at that going.
The man.
Here he is.
Where do you want to sit? What do you want here?
Oh, I
Get out of
just
your
thought
way.
I might get a shot or two from back
Go
here.
ahead, get out of your way if you want.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Make it work. Make it easy for you.
You gotta digitally it.
You can see this stuff. Enjoy what it's about.
It's the lights.
Some of these places, you know, the cooks are cooking all this stuff. I see a guy, they get these places, the guy says, I'm not going to stop my food. So they're going, well, what are you going to do with all this food? They always bring it out to us at the yard office, and I'm like, hey, you guys want some lobster? Sure!
That's what they did. They come in, and so they went through Oakland there, went over to OIG, stayed us up. Yeah, the old bowl one was running.
Thing looks heavy.
Yeah.
How many pounds is it?
I'm not
20?
sure. You know, I used to have a lighter one, but this one's got an extender on the lens, so I'll take it.
Is that Sony in it?
It's a Fujifilm.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That's a back ache right
So I
there.
don't work out.
Yeah.
I just carry my crap around.
Yeah.
So at least you're not like my guys down in the Bay Area where they've been robbing the ENG trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have off-duty officers that come in and will sit in the trucks.
That would be nice sometimes even around Reno.
They've got away with probably about 15 different cameras. Plus some engine mix.
Yeah, they ain't cheap, that's for sure.
I like about Reno, there's a lot of neat things close
So
by.
now they don't go out without somebody riding with them. Like I said, it's mostly like either retired cops or off-duty guys.
So I hurt my knee. I had to get off on my dirt bike, get in my backyard, and
San
have a
Francisco
girl
was
up
up
at the Black Rock.
Channel 2 didn't
Replace
they
what
got
they're
hit
saying.
like 3 times.
I said they could do surgery and couldn't do me much good. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Kids are repentant.
Because it was,
Did you have a rotary up there? What kind of shape's that rotary?
There's 2 of them.
What?
there's a morning club.
No, the rotary.
Oh, the rotary club.
No, I understand.
Yeah, we have it was originally stationary.
What kind of shape?
Well,
Hi, Mom.
you guys hold it up here for us.
I want here.
Is it painted nice? Is it?
I want here.
Needs some work.
Yeah, we just donated one and put one in Roseville last month. You get all the flush enjoy yourself.
Yeah, but anyway,
Right before this, I was worried I was going to miss the training because they sent me out to a vehicle versus pedestrian kid hitting the bus stop. Luckily, it ended up being very minor. But so that sort of evens out all the fun stuff I get to do.
a guy in Omaha that does moves equipment for
Yes,
once a year.
You know, we ran a quick still here.
But we got it done.
Stills are definitely more of an art than I have not mentioned.
Yeah.
But here it's hard to go wrong, I think.
It was Jim Bell, probably it was then. But, we have, there's always a little stress on that stuff.
Yes, so Tim, you're training up here, Tim. Giving up talking to him a lot.
How's it like?
Do you know routines? You still have
It's good. Everybody says that about
There we go.
So what you do in the Air Force? Anyway, so
Okay, well, I will swing by and look at that sometime, but I'm glad you got that
yeah, and if
time.
you'd like to have, I know you don't make your decisions well in so since you're up there,
Sure.
got my car, call me,
Okay.
and take you over, right, because we'll be running in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
With the first phase.
Okay.
And show you what, physically show you what we have in mind, to instruct the safety things to teach the kids. So,
I will do that. So I'm glad you got that in.
signals and lights and all that across, what they mean.
I always tell people, I can't, if it's not there, it's tough for me to help. And so
Right, yeah, no.
now that it's in, we can do something.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Excuse me.
80's behind you over here on your left. That's 267.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out.
That's the North Shore.
Oh, okay. I know where we are now.
We're rolling in a Truckee.
Okay.
That was fun when I saw both ends got that darn. I know he's gone on the balloon track.
Yeah, it's a totally different perspective as to where we are.
Do a lot of hiking out of the Great Lakes for the Lakes Basin area. One of the weeks ago when you're hiking there, the guide said,
You guys, guess what? You can get a good view over here.
See what's behind you?
Hey, cool! We're out of town!
Yeah, that's very true. Like I say, this is a totally different perspective from the track.
We're out of town?
Yeah, I don't do as much hiking as I should. We've got some wonderful hiking.
I'm on the town. Look over there. Look, I think we're about to arrive at Truckee.
Correct.
I've been spending most of my time out at the animal shelter walking dogs.
We're out of town. Oh, man, this
They're a fun companions to walk with. So,
so to something else.
yes, very much so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please sit down and get in your seats, please. If everybody can find a seat and sit down, please. We're pulling in a Truckee, and we really appreciate if you're in your seats so we can figure out what we're doing here.
The Truckee yard, remember? I know we can do the Truckee yard.
Oh, here? Good. What's that?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out when they hadn't brought the sprinters back down the road.
They're going to leave them here.
See our locomotive operation.
I haven't been up close to the rebuild yet. Looks good. Cabs are bigger.
Brad, you should have come up for Colfax Railroad Days. You could have gone aboard and inspected them and everything. Had 2 of them up there.
Really?
Yeah, I think they'll probably have them up again this year.
They rebuilt all those.
And if
If we are going to do it, you're not going to raise the stink like we've done for the last couple of years.
They got them up last year. I would assume they'll have them up. They just didn't get the schedule. Guys looking for work.
They were just like on the Galletti. They work good. These guys work hard. I've got a lot of them at Galletti. Sparks.
And it says, did not copy Jake. So it doesn't sound like it's a memory issue. It sounds like it's probably a stop issue.
Because that would be like the easiest way.
If it just happened to be trying to write that
What about video?
Hey, wave to Roger and Lori.
I'll send you a...
There's Roger.
Carolyn D with her grandchild.
She went on the right track. They got to come up here and switch.
Now they got to go up here and cross over. Got to go up and back.
Hear me? Carolyn D with her grandchild. I don't know if it's that big of a group.
We can talk more
I
about
didn't
that
see
tomorrow.
Tom, but
I saw from Skinner, Roger Skinner.
Are you staying at
Did you see
Roger's
Tom
place? Okay.
Smith?
Hotel Roger?
Go up the number 1.
Okay. Yeah, Al and I came up yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, then they flip-flop track configuration between here and shed 47. Is it 1, 2, 2 with 1?
It used to be confusing when I went out there. You didn't know what track you're on now. So
Flag block. It seemed like 500 miles.
yeah, it used to always mess me up. 2 or on the 1. I just follow the lights. See what's there.
I know, I just thought about
Except for 5, they stay on. They stay right hand running.
Between switches of Truckee, they cross
Oh, they
over.
cross
and it
over.
gets current motion, and they cross back over there.
Yeah.
Or they go spin, go from right to it.
Yeah.
You gotta have a track.
The way so now you zoom in rolled in their newest by a first name.
There's the railroad cop.
How do you get stay
No, how do we get frequent visitor?
We don't.
You just think we're awake.
Yeah, so.
You, sir, with the camera, come here.
What's all that? So no parking.
No parking.
Yeah, from probably Truckee Thursdays, I bet. People probably come all this way.
I'm sure he's looking somewhere.
Roseville curs are cussing. They hate you having those engines on point.
Yeah.
Crying little babies.
Got it.
That's that Z that was in Sparks.
ZG2OA. Yeah. The UPS
Excuse me.
special.
Hey, Dad, I got a picture
Which
of
is
the front.
cooled off greatly.
UPS.
Supposed to be at 6:30 in the morning.
My package
Yeah, he's
is
pretty
from-
late.
My package is inputted from China.
6:37.
UPS. Nothing. Oh, yeah, I should have put stuff
I get a lot of
in
stuff
there.
from UPS.
Nothing. UPS. UPS.
They're trying to steal that business back from
UPS.
Canada.
UPS. There we go. Oh wow, cargo container.
Yeah, I noticed they've toned down the power too. When they first started running it, they had like 6 engines and
Cargo
about
container.
3-well cars.
Yeah.
They do that all the
So weird.
We're gonna put 5 locomotives
Yeah.
on the train. Sign the contract, so they sign. They
How
get
many
another
cargo
locomotive. Guy
containers
goes,
do we see?
no, that train will still go good with 4.
Yeah.
Got all these different departments fighting amongst themselves. You know, one guy's got to save fuel,
Wait,
one
I'm
guy's got to
making a
save
video.
locomotives.
And why
Now it's
don't
down
they
to 3.
what they overdo it with
That train
the
is
heavy
gone
manifest
for
that
sure.
stall all the time, you know? Those are the ones you need to add the extra power to.
They're not making as much money on that train. They're making
True.
the same amount on the
Yeah, I
Z as they
understand
are
that.
on the
But still, you're
freight.
tying up the railroad when you
going
train
faster.
stall.
They just told us the other day they're gonna start running that KLTG2.
Oh, really?
Got a bunch of
Yeah.
Just wait and see how Susie does.
It was pretty
Just
bad.
take a quick trip.
I guess we're going back now.
I guess
Standing on the other
they
side
said
of
they
the
were, I think they had Susie going in the
Alright, so you're gonna
Plug in their ears.
Horns
loud!
A little more than 85 dB
These
there.
guys they have all the stuff on their
I think they're gonna run loaded people. So they're gonna just go back and forth here.
Guess they decided not to go that way.
Well, you don't have to.
Bummer.
If I said you were talking show when I saw it this way, I'd be running down the track.
Let's go around the balloons.
That's pretty rickety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just use that only for the flanger.
We're going to shop this afternoon. I needed to go to Reno, and he said, wait, just wait and go.
Yeah, but the amazing thing about what you do and what is organized is a lot of planning and prep,
I haven't
practice,
been to Reno for
everything else.
so I'm
Can I ask a favor of you?
I know, it's so funny. We always talk about, oh, we need to go to Reno, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
and I just drove the
To find out that we call it the band of usual suspects. You know, almost anything
Well,
happens.
becoming-
The same people that you get to.
Usually,
yeah. I don't
We call it common failure.
County manager, the 2 emergency managers, the
I mean, there are a few
sheriff,
things that I do like down there, but
the Navy-based guy, EOD.
yeah, we thought maybe
Just
once.
about anything that happens. Okay.
This year, this month, we went a lot. I just went all the
Yeah, just
time.
like wildfire, train wreck,
Put stuff in the freezer. I'm trying to kind of empty my
See, I
freezer
run
because I
when we
lose track
respond
of
to
things.
incidents on
I
the
do.
Yeah, per
Anyway,
person, it doesn't matter
the one in
what
the
authority they are.
house is the one I
That person
haven't done
takes
a good
charge,
job on. The one
someone falls
outside
in and takes charge of
is
the
where I
line.
keep
And the captain come in, I'm an
It's pretty
officer.
You guys just gonna leave those locomotives under, huh?
Yeah, it's way up there, he sits in his office and worries about the responsibility.
Yeah,
But that's where someone how to run
things
his
I got
line, I respect his tenure in the department, his experience, but
didn't need a cup of
depending on how everybody else is trained, so hey look, captain, last name I don't need to mention. Speak to me the first thing, yeah, we don't.
But she wasn't eating well.
I go, sir, let me do what I do. If you don't like it, please take me in. You didn't know what.
Oh, good, now you can
She's back to Kansas.
I thought it's getting hated, but
I do.
yeah.
From one extreme to the other. But you know when she was, I tried.
I work with those guys.
I think, you know, I tried chicken, I tried tuna.
Don't change
So
up
I
what's
got
going on.
at the end of what she would eat. So I thought, well, she likes lamb usually. So I started with one. I know. But yeah, the lamb chops are good too.
That's as soon as she gets
The
rested.
horses typically really are good. They're more expensive, but but sometimes the
Yeah, you've got a bad enough name yourself.
I was surprised.
Everybody has
Too many egos out there. Everybody's pretty good at
Those are the tough ones. The big ego is the worst thing to break down.
But you got so much.
Okay, turn around, Mike. Let me get your phone.
pushback.
They don't have a doctor, so they go.
The fire department out there is volunteer
Yeah.
fire department.
Or
But the outside
and I'm there
piece.
Friday and Sunday, and the
Well,
other
you know,
couple
they
on
changed
Saturday.
leadership
So
on
that's
Friday.
three weekends.
Yeah.
Other side
I mean,
They
is
go
it
to
most
practice
young?
and they go, well,
No, they're older
we got
people
some
that come
time
up
off
and
from
then they have
work.
altitude problems.
We don't mind taking
Then
them off
they're
to go.
the
No,
mountain
no,
bikers, the middle aged men who are mountain biking and going off and hurting their shoulders.
Who?
and breaking their
Oh,
legs.
volunteers?
We have 3
So,
calls.
you always have to
We
be
were able to ride
a
a
couple
couple
years
years ago.
mean, they just opened up again.
We'll get two resources.
Why did you tease me?
Probably the most dangerous
One of those
one.
Folsom of Placerville or
Why do you tease me?
So I'm gonna hold one of those while you go park it. They'll go out.
If you want. You don't have to.
No, I mean if you're filming, I just there you go.
Kids, you got one of those?
We got a bridge and a couple signal bridges coming up. So I'm not gonna be here in about a year or two. So get shots from in here while they're still standing. Got tons of shots of them from the ground, but never from inside.
I have one of these. I really enjoyed it.
Now you won't be able to tease me.
Yeah.
It's a break for trains.
So we just had to wait them out. It finally came out.
That was on my notes. People would see it.
Because he was getting worn down. He was tired. Because they're going to cut the power and everything.
Tom and Sandy, because Well, are going to cut the power. I love when the power goes out. After they left
Like our SWAT guys are trained. They can sit out there like this on the roof. Roiling. They'll sit there for 14 hours because they can't move.
So how do you get that Cold Springs Trail? Is that the one by the Chevron station? You drive back down there?
They sit there. They have hydration caps on and stuff so they can keep themselves hydrated.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, really?
Good at all. Oh, here comes my buddy.
I
drove back there a long time ago. I forgot how to get there.
You can see the old Highway 40 road bed right up there before it disappears into the fill.
It's a beautiful ride.
Yeah, really.
Hi. Mr. Macho, whereas SWAT guys have to film off
He's like everybody else.
Well, we crossed the
They
track.
don't get paid this
It's everywhere they put places for people to cross.
Well, years ago they had.
People never use them. They always go across.
Well, our downtown in Truckee is right. The tracks are right there.
bring officers in. So they got now have classes.
He calls on me.
We're supposed to be standing
I don't mind the
Cecil's Rails, they had this.
Now his hair is in my
Problem
face.
is, we'll train in class, and out
No one cares.
out of 60 people, bring in
You gotta take your house.
another
Now he's
10,
jumping on my
20
toes.
will stay on
Track with that and does
but after a
I
while,
think he hates me.
environment.
I don't like
So we look at it as well, you're training. So we try and retain.
He's learned how to walk.
Sea legs.
And that's one of the higher salaries for that area. Because it is
I'm probably going to be swiped when I get off the train.
surprisingly, most of our
Like
officers.
sea legs.
Yeah. Because they know
One time I had to train, I was on a call.
Car body.
And then I woke up with sea legs.
Been there for a while.
Yeah.
Probably went off the highway at one point. This is good.
That's because I was getting shot. That's kind of the mentality.
Oh, look, Jeep.
Where you go, when you go.
Actually, I've seen awesome.
Yeah, I worked for one of the contractors, so I was doing
Oh, look, you're still alive. We thought you were dead and gone. We haven't seen you for a while.
There's another vehicle. Is there another one down there?
Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
diagnostics.
Wow. Down the Feather River Canyon, there's cars, there's train cars.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. There's another one over there. There's somebody. There's quite a few victims along the stretch of 80.
Sea legs.
Now there's this paved road here you see also. I don't know if that was, I don't think that was Old 40. Old 40 road bed you'll see eventually come up above the freeway. There was a road here at one time.
I'm surprised that you don't see a big semi.
Yeah, I was a green bag.
Yeah, it's
Is that what they figure?
A bridge it looks like as it continues out on the other side of the river.
You guys are up by the cafeteria.
No,
They can do that 3985. They can rebuild that or just let it rot.
Yeah, I mean, I worked everything.
Probably rot. Or it'll
I
be,
was in 131 for a while.
I'll be in my 50s by then.
But like I said, computers were everywhere for
Little gun range over here.
places to
this opening.
Yeah, the UP steam app.
Gun range? Right.
Yeah, a little shooting range.
How do people get to it?
Walk in from the Florist and
Oh, wow.
You're the precursor to Google, watching Google.
right in there. You can see some of the targets.
Which is pretty phenomenal.
I did some snooping out here 2 years ago. Up on the rocks here, getting westbounds coming down the Signal Bridge.
I came here once with a guy to kayak the Truckee here, and
yeah. You see some rafters out there right now. The water's pretty low, but the rafters are still out there.
we actually did a little bit of driving on the train tracks to find a little nook that we could park at to go to the water.
Yeah, I mean, I really love it.
Which track was the original?
That's where I had the most.
And this ridge is a good place to be
This
in the
guy would know
afternoon
he's
for
all about non-stop.
eastbounds.
Ask him.
Mikey.
Get up there. Go.
We got a question.
He has a question for you.
Which side was the original grade?
I think it was the one closest to the river.
Closest to the river?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because the other track's a little more gradual.
This one's got a lot of drop-offs.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we're on the original right away here. This is interesting too. Is this little miniature searchlight signal? That's I don't know if there was a sighting here at one time. See that? I think there was a sighting that dropped down this roadbed at one time and it protected it.
Hey Mike, that wasn't a door there. It's not a door flight though, is it?
It's tiny.
You guys
It's just weird to see it there. And you can see the gradual grade down below.
building this.
I have it at home. I haven't read it. Somebody gave it to me.
Fantastic.
Nothing like it.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Did you get up there? I didn't
Close enough.
He was accused of a lot of plagiarism.
We're passing them right now.
Okay, now I'm the
All the time. Dispatchers will give me a heads up on it.
No, I do that.
Pretty much you guys know where they're at anyway.
Not anymore. We do everything on the computer anymore. He might on track more, but other places anymore they got laptops that they just log on and get their permits. We don't even know where they are half the time. They're just kind of bombs. That PGC stuff is going to show you on the screen where they're at.
Oh really? Well, that'll help.
Whenever they get that done.
Yeah.
They have two engines on
The
this.
cutoff date next year. Isn't the cutoff date like next
Yeah,
year?
I think it'll be longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2015
They're
was
still
supposed to
installing them all on the locomotives. They're doing all the SD70s now.
be. Well, supposedly BNSF's got a whole ton of it already in operation.
That's because they accepted money from, was it the government or something to do it? And the UP's doing theirs by the fuel savings and stuff. The money they save on that is going to pay for that. UP didn't like the strings attached to it.
Oh, they want to do the money talks.
Government money kills.
Well,
They
I
don't
mean,
want-
that was a huge ramp-up project for technology to try and overcome that. It's never been done.
It's going to be a thing. What, it only works at what, for 20 or 30 miles, above 30 or 20 miles an hour or something like that? Anything below doesn't, so
I hadn't
it's
heard
not
about
going
that
to work
kind
at
of,
all.
I hadn't heard of that kind of
Yeah.
parameter. And especially for coming up over
And that's
the
where
hill.
most of your accidents happen, restricted speed 20 or below anyway, so what's the big fast? I mean,
Nice shot there, Mike.
Got it.
Got it.
Slower speeds.
yeah.
Right. Because that's where the congestion is.
Like catch it.
People get red signals and people get
Grabbing a
James and I came out
supposed
here
to operate at 10 miles an hour or less, short,
2013.
prepared to stop short of everything. They go too fast. They
It was the coldest moment
fall asleep at
experience of
that
my
slow
life.
speed.
My eyebrows were
Crash,
frozen
eyes closed.
from the sweat. It was so freaking cold right here.
All right, sorry to interrupt everybody, but has everybody signed this sheet for me?
Yes, I have.
Cool beans, thank you.
Cool beans, yeah. Yeah, and then
People get tired.
and then we had a train come by about an hour later
Impatient.
with a 26 degrees. And that was warm compared
It's
to
usually sleep though. They fall asleep at a slow speed. All working all night.
Yeah.
He wanted to sign the list.
Yeah, it's just
had hot chocolate and it was starting to
Allow
spill out.
you
It's like
to
that,
play music or anything?
yeah, that magic
You're not
show.
allowed to.
Oh yeah, it's firmed up. Yeah.
That's what my hot
Guys
chocolate
that
is.
do it,
It's
so
so
they
freaking
just,
cold out
now
here.
they got the inboard cameras, you can't do that anymore. Some conductors do that just to stay away.
I mean, it would seem to me that if you had books on tape or, listening to the news or
They want you listening for all the detectors along the tracks and the radio, so they don't want you listening to other shit.
Too bad they didn't get it right.
So now they got this book that they have, the conductor's log, that they have to write down every restrictive signal, what every detector says. That's supposed to keep them.
Now, what's a detector? What does a detector do?
Varying temperatures or variances, whether you got something dragging on your train, kind of replace the caboose.
Yeah, when we go through the high wide, I'll turn on my radio and you can hear it. Get the bird eye.
High wide detector.
Just went through the one here at 221.
Roseville crews love that high wide detector. That's how they
Yeah,
get
kind of
overtime.
a
They
bit-
stick brooms out the
Yeah,
window.
kind of a
Get caught.
bad time here
So
on-
they have to stop and inspect the
on a
train.
tr-
So
on
they
a-
get another hour.
probably
or
not
two
gonna be,
overtime.
Yeah.
Probably, it's one of those
They hold
places
the
where
arm
the
out the
signal's probably going to
window,
cut out
or
anyway.
something.
So, I'm in a train going down the Truckee, so we'll maybe talk later in the afternoon or so, or can we kick it or Monday?
That makes sense. Overtime.
That's what they do. Because this is such a short run, it's space and days.
Yeah.
Pretty cool or what?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got 5
And then
jumping
there's water out
Okay,
there.
I've caught about half of what you said. I'm sorry.
Don't know. Maybe don't want to know.
I think I'm going to have to call you back later when I'm in the spot.
I don't even.
Must have been a new driver because
Okay.
all those Reisenberg events have no
Okay,
run.
sure
Tell them
will
to
be.
get
Walk.
places.
No, I've had some that I couldn't even find all of them.
Talk to that guy.
I guess they can't.
I'm busy.
Yep.
I'm in a meeting. Yeah, you're breaking up.
Truckee River.
So those detectors, when the train goes over, they're checking for any wheels off the rails, any hoses. They got little metal flaps if they get hit.
It detects
on the inside
temperature
and outside.
variances.
And,
If you
yeah,
got one that's a
varying-
little bit
wheel varying
hotter than the other
temperature.
one, they say
Right.
stop the train.
So it'll send out a message via the radio, and also do an axle count with
Or
the temperatures
sometimes
and
it'll
all
say
that.
everything's good, and then the bearing desk reviews it, and they tell you to stop the train.
Or if the train's going too slow, they get the integrity failure,
On some
like
of them.
nine
On
or 8
some of
miles an
them.
hour
On
or
some
less.
of them.
Yeah.
Some of them you can stop right on them and take off again. They say stop.
So do the detectors talk straight to the train?
They talk to the.
Both.
They're both at the same time?
You can hear it on the scanner.
They talk to the
Same
train,
frequency.
and there's a bearing desk in Omaha that reviews everything.
At the same time.
There's the auto train.
Oh, yeah, right.
Other side, other side.
So how far apart are we?
Not very far.
Would you call it the auto train?
A few feet. That'll help with the distance.
Probably about 3
Maybe
feet.
3 feet, maybe.
Yes.
You say they can.
Yeah, he comes out of Gibson, Indiana, loaded to Milwaukee.
Cars.
Auto?
Yeah.
Like it's got cars in it?
Yep, cars and trucks. Yep.
See, like most of us that go out and chase the trains, we all have radios. Like mine will actually do what's called
What
trucking.
kind of radios do you guys have anyway?
I've got a
Standard
trucking
unit.
radio unit in here.
That's a Uniden.
Yeah.
What's yours? Same thing?
Same thing, but he's got a little more frequency.
So I can listen to trunk radio and digital radio. Whereas his
It's analog.
yeah, the railroads haven't changed.
You've got a program there, and you guys know this.
It's got them memorized.
It's called railroad or radio reference. It gives me all the frequencies for an area or type of service. And you just put one into your memory. It's got 6,000 memory locations.
What do those cost? You know what?
$100.
Is that all?
Yeah.
About $600.
6 figures. Wow.
You got a DPU on there too, so if you hear kind of a sound, that's the DPU frequency you pick up. So another way we know when the train is going.
Just a warning. I don't know whether somebody's hanging out the windows back there or something, probably. They got the doors open back there, people need it out. I can decide which way I want to run out into Hazen. Do I want to go out to Hazen or do I want to come back?
I hold that for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm getting the searchlight.
Is that about right there? Right there like that, right? Is that
Yeah, perfect.
So like mine has all the frequencies preset as far as the firmware in it.
You got car antennas you hook up. How far does that go? Quite a ways?
I can do, on this antenna I can do 10 miles. On the car ones I can do about 30.
You got a good car one too, huh?
Like this is like a $70 antenna. But
Yeah, you upgrade the antenna. If you're mobile,
Makes
put
a
one on
huge
the roof of your
difference.
car, you get better reception.
Is there one brand that's better than another?
yeah, I use like, I'll use a Diamond. That's probably the best. A lot of pros use those. So this is actually a 2 meter, but it's right above, the railroad's right above it. So that's fine.
Radios suck anymore since they went to that new, what is it called?
Narrowband?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus, they're crazy.
Yeah, you got
My
the,
older scanners don't pick up
They're
as
bad,
well
it's
as
bad.
like these ones you can upgrade them to the firmware. The narrowband is what they call it. So,
And those cheap ass portables they give the train crews, they don't even go very far.
oh, the Max Track radios.
These sensors, besides the thermal pressure, how would they tell if it's going wrong? Bad.
Just an elevated temperature, or it is more than the other ones.
That
You can
bearing's
put your
hot.
hand, and then until you go back to check it, you put your hand on it, it's a little warmer than the other ones. We're supposed to set the car out and then replace the axle.
So, but that's what the sensor does, is looks at thermal. It's not listening.
No listening.
No listening or anything.
Yeah.
The infrared detector, right? How they,
I'm not sure.
I think it's
Unless they're going off the camera there like they do at not Secret Town, Touch Flat. Where they
Is
got
that
the
a wheel? That's a wheel flat spot one too, isn't it?
Yeah. So they'll use that one.
But how do they tell there's a flat spot on the wheel?
Because they'll look at it on the camera.
square wheels in here out there.
And those are created by lazy switchmen in the
Move
yard.
back a little bit off the camera. No,
The
not over
handbrake is
here.
tied on the car.
No.
They drag the car
You guys
without
got to
taking the
make room.
handbrake
I don't
off.
want you crowding this
Slide
camera.
He's working.
Big flat spot on the wheel.
There's a Flintstone there. Wow! We're gonna be going
Somebody-
over the Truckee
human figures
River.
Okay, that's not.
Yes, there's a
Detectors
place
detect
like
that
that.
too, though.
The truck's not going up in the
Sense
whistle.
of flat spots.
Here it is. Don't go to the
The rail gets cold, it gets brittle, and bang, it breaks the
No,
rail.
why?
I'm holding.
Oh, that would break the
I was trying to figure out what those sensors do.
This
Thermal I
bridge.
get, that's easy.
Yeah.
But then the banging,
What?
you said there's no acoustic thing.
Well, they have one on. I think they have certain detectors that do listen or and it registers how
Here it
what kind of a flat spot it's at. Those are few and far
I
between.
want to move that.
They've got them
No,
strategic
you
spots just before major yards
even
where
go
they
there.
replace the wheels.
You know better. Hey. Just seriously, if you're gonna do that, go in the back. Go see your mom. Seriously, go back and see your mom. You want to grab stuff and not ask? You gotta see your mom.
Hey, I think there's a railroad crossing in here.
The person that owns the car has to pay for it.
I wonder if there's a
Grab wheels
railroad
and say you're
crossing
not supposed to
ahead.
drag.
Probably is.
If you
No
handbrake
way,
on a
huh?
loaded car and pull it, it won't slide. Empty cars slide.
Lots of
When they're empty, they slide really easy.
We're going to go to the high Y detector here. And you'll hear it on the radio.
There you
Got
go.
the old man.
That's what I want to
This
see. You're
detector
doing
sucks
good
too.
there,
In the
kiddo.
wintertime, the plows plow the snow and they throw the snow down and on the lasers, you have to stop and clean them off with your hands before you go through it.
That's just the
Or it'll say you got a highway. A lot of times dispatchers just say keep going.
What's a highway? What's a highway?
Shifted load on the car, or some car that's leaning or something like that. It's got wires or lasers. Some of them have wires that keep your car hits the wire, breaks the wire, sets it off.
over there. This train. Someone must live around here.
Sometimes the lumber cars will shift the load a little bit too. Maybe the occasional container.
A lot of containers.
Yeah.
A lot of shifted containers.
And in areas up on the other side where the tunnels aren't cleared yet, they have them to prevent stack trains from broken on accident.
I've had double stacks before they fixed the tunnels and come through, and it's not pretty.
There's reward. That's the thing. That's the thing. There's a bridge.
Yeah, you like that?
There's a bridge.
Important to have one of those.
And I do.
They do. They do. Or bridges.
Hey, quiet.
Some of the bridges.
Otherwise, you're gonna sit with this guy.
They had one the other day over in Elko, though.
Hey, you're gonna sit with
Truck
this guy if
trailer
you don't
was
be quiet.
overloaded and it broke the frame on it. And when it broke the frame, the container of the trailer, the load went out sideways and smacked the train going the other way. It scared the hell out of the conductor. He was sound asleep when it happened.
Smells like some sandwiches. That's just a bridge.
Yeah, right here on the bridge, you'll see some.
Right underneath the overpass.
Hey, railroad crossing.
So the high and wide down here?
Yeah.
There was a railroad crossing. Reno. Hey, we're getting close to Reno. Plus, look at that.
There it is, right there.
Hey, don't miss it.
Hey, you can hear.
Whoa, you can see a top in the train.
So track 1 is the one we're on. I'm on track 2.
That's so long. Yes, it took it for a long time. It's probably just
That's the milepost where we're at.
229.7 miles from Market Street.
Just move your camera a little bit. You gotta move forward just a little bit. We're proud of
Is our lady out there? Can you see her now? The truck where the Toyota truck is?
You gotta listen to hear what's
Usually right in the window, but you can't see her very well.
No, we'll wave anyway, just in
She's usually
case.
out there waving every day. Oh, she's in there. She's sitting in the window.
Good.
She's still alive. Still alive. But she's really old. She's really sick right now. I talked to her daughter.
You should be getting close to
So
Reno
alarm goes off
because
and she waves at every
Yeah, you're
You're a pretty smart kid.
silence, and then it'll tell you hot bearing box or hot box, which axle, which rail.
Our house has 2
When
legs
we get
and
caught by
a
one,
car.
we have to expect 20 axles ahead and 20 axles behind that, where it says.
Or if it's dragging equipment, it'll tell them also.
Is that one of those things, that's sort of an emergency immediate action thing? You gotta like stop right now, or do you wait until you get to the...
Something you gotta check right now.
If you don't, you end up taking out a crossing like you did in Colfax.
When they burn off quick.
They had the whole wheel set come apart. It hit the dragging equipment detector, and they didn't want to foul the crossing, so they were going to pull it up and get beyond it. Well, when trucks had shifted off when they hit the pavement, were crossing, buckled over, and it was a double stack. Took out the cantilever crossing signal. And
That was an employee. Wasn't that a train handling thing that made that come off the track?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 well cars.
I know, but wasn't that an engineer thing that made it come off the rail?
Yeah. The conductor said, I think we better size this. No, I don't want to foul the crossing. I want to keep going. And yeah.
I don't care about your crossing.
Right.
If we're dragging something, we're stopping.
Does the sensor tell you which car?
It tells you about where.
Yeah. It'll give the
Let's say dragging equipment near whatever. In our training, they show you can count axles. It shows you what car, and it totals up the axles where they're at.
That's pretty slick.
Oh, he does. Okay. What do you look for when you get out there and check them?
Hot. Put your hand on it, we touch it.
Steam engine steam, have all these laser counters.
If it melts.
Well, they stopped the train quite a bit. They fill up on water, so I'm sure they were doing everything. Before the radio technology, they used to have digital display.
Managers have radar guys.
Segment display.
Do they really?
If the caboose went by, they'd have to look. If it was a defect, they'd have like rotating beacons.
Oh yeah, they come out all the time.
And then the
catch us doing something.
display would give out the axle.
Yeah, that huge fire here a couple of years ago. That trestle almost burned the whole deck of it. We get a bunch of water cars going back and forth trying to make sure it didn't start up burning.
Live and learn. You got a long time to live. You got a lot of fun.
It's a real steep part right here going up to the hill.
That's Boomtown?
Yep.
Yellow web and another coming back to the
Yeah.
you have to keep 55 or
Big climb right here, then a big drop off.
Not just malicious behavior. They just need a log or
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've had to make I've had to make huge barriers. I mean the ties dug into the rail and sticking up like that with the other stuff to hold it to make a big battering ram like thing. Or I've had walls of grocery carts. I've had all kinds of stuff. Automobiles, stolen cars.
Right through them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Stolen cars dumped on the rail. We get all kinds of stuff.
You so owe me for saving your camera from those kids.
Yeah, really.
A new toy.
All those little hooligans.
One kid was great. He was giving me a shower as he was talking.
I don't know what it is, but it goes like hell.
I think that's the backside of Mayan. Here, we can't really see. We moved, there you go, there's a couple houses.
Guess what? We actually just passed Boomtown.
Aren't you supposed to be off at Boomtown?
No, we're supposed to be off at Reno.
Oh, no, this train doesn't stop in Reno.
Those are Sparks.
What's up, Stevie? What do you think, man?
So we get off at one at yeah, we get off at Sparks. Not Reno.
We're here till whenever, kiddo.
Are you going on the other part too? Going to Hazen?
Yeah.
We'll go to the other part.
So we get off at Sparks and then drive.
No, we're going to send you down to Fallon. They need kids like you there.
Well,
That's way down the road.
Brown part there,
What?
but we have to plan to visit there.
No, we don't. We just dump you off there. What do you think?
No thanks. Plus, there is no train track around their house.
Well, you can walk.
Right. Or drive if he had a toy
They meant to
car.
match. They won't pull one over. We'll just keep going.
If he had a little toy car, he could just
Look at the
fly
train
on
goes
top
up
of
there.
it.
Look at that. See, get right over here and you can see ahead of the locomotive until it gets straight. Oh, you already got straight there. Did you guys break this? Did you guys do that?
It was there when we first got in there.
Sure, you sure about that?
Yeah.
You guys seen you breaking it. Make it quiet.
Do not.
You again? I thought you got lost. Did he break it? What's the guy that broke that?
See? It's cracked right there. I didn't do that.
They got private cars you can rent. And we rented one of the old ones with the platform.
What's up, kiddo?
All you can eat and drink.
Really?
Why? It's fun.
But I don't like it.
Really? You got tucked up there, kiddo. You guys are okay. We got picnic tickets. Give me 5.
The Virginia City is one of them you can rent.
Yeah, like in front of
All right. I'll give you 5
City.
That's fun to rent.
We'll get it.
It's an old time.
Where you going? You're back up here.
Holes or something like that.
What are you doing, kiddo? We're coming back in, see?
So did you have it for 24 hours?
We went down to LA for the weekend. They took it off Amtrak down there and then they put it on one and train like the next day or something.
Next coast.
Yeah.
Came back on it.
Yeah, that's usually what they do. Like they'll take it up there and they'll switch it back on the opposite direction on the Amtrak.
I can't believe they charge those guys a fortune to take those off the train.
I know, they jacked it up to $600 now.
Well, then you better go back with the adults.
Yeah, I know.
You can't be here.
That's why
If you got, you got to be a big kid.
Yeah, howdy, Steven. It's the neighborhood Coke guy. I just wondered if anybody from Event Tour or around were dropping the GBU-12. Are they still there or are they off debrief? I forgot what it was at first. Oh, awesome. Let me talk to him, please.
It's probably 600 maybe.
That's what it was, 6 or 8. Howdy, Steve Endicott. We're in the Navar Coke guy. I was just wondering how your GBU-12
All right. You make it 10. There you go. Boy, that's way up there now. Where we at? How many was that?
This is all the trains for
Okay, which aircraft are you with?
So you'll see them out behind me.
Okay, so you're Dash 3? Okay, and you're self-lays or buddy lays? Okay, and good explosion on that as well? Okay, and approximate time of fall.
That's on you.
And then we're done.
I figured it out.
Well, there you go.
No, I just need a rough.
Are they calling you again? I think I hear them calling you back there.
Start.
His name?
down there, so you can take the regular Amtrak down there.
Why? What's your
there?
You hear him call his name?
Put it on or whatever.
What's like an hour?
All right, guys, you're sitting with this guy right here. You're going to be sitting with this guy now. You guys can't be quiet.
I get this.
Yeah, I like this.
Whip them.
Sorry, that works fine.
We're going on a
Where's the emergency exit door?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
There's one what?
Yeah. If we get a low order, it tends to burn sometimes. So if you probably didn't see that, it's probably just, like you said, a lot of smoke and sometimes they bury, you know.
Ah, you're not joking me.
So, but it guided for them, hit where they wanted it to go.
You gotta yell, you better go back there, kiddo.
Okay. All right. Well, when they work, it's a fairly straightforward debrief. I sure appreciate your help.
Something's a surprise, like watch out, Sasquatch is coming. Got it? Or hey, the train is going into the water. That's a good time to yell. We'll let you do it then. That's a good time to yell also.
What a Bobzilla, or maybe Godzilla. Seriously, man. Why is there Godzilla behind you?
Quiet. Hey,
Hey, look at these carpets.
this is the way around. Get
I think there's someone
Get you going. Get you going. Go get your mom. Where's your mom at?
someone calling out there.
Where's your mom at?
Or,
Let's go.
you know, somebody has something for someone else's.
Really? Okay.
Some train
Are you sure she's back there? Oh, okay. Just checking.
A lot of different things.
Mechanical.
You gonna sit with this guy?
We have a lot of locomotive problems. They're running the engines to death right now because we're so busy, and they're not getting the maintenance they're supposed to get. So.
Well, here comes number 5.
Number 5. It comes in.
Here we go.
Oh, he's got 3 in over here. Come here.
You know, that's the summer unit.
I'm glad I'm not by the open windows. That'd just be scary. Hey, another train.
Now that's when they put one of
At
your
least
units
we're
on.
not by the open windows. That's scary. Passenger train.
Number 5 is running a little bit late.
What's that? My father-in-law was riding.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
At this point in their trip.
Good trip in the wintertime with snow. Cars, set out cars. Like,
It was an afternoon one for us on the west side. And usually leave Roseville right after 6.
yeah, I used to dread that train. That train was a killer. That's like the WP. We used to have a WPE and a WPW, the same train. Junk. I get to run the fast part. I get to go 70. Look at all this slow stuff.
Far enough up before you get the train.
No, we don't get to pick. I'm going to run this one in a few minutes.